definitely hungry to bring this back into his zone.
Yeah, and it's an interesting matchup to say the least, right? Because one of the biggest strengths of Sheik is your excess, your overflowing mobility. Just being able to almost constantly stay safe, play this mosquito type of game plan, and when you get your hit, your punishes matter, but they're not always going to be the consistent 50s or 60s that other characters can get. That's something that Pokemon Trainer can absolutely excel with, assuming you get a chance to play, because one of the PT's big weaknesses is that airspeed, and being able to stuff Sheik out in midair is so important, or at least trade with her, and we're seeing no trades, seldom any buttons from Beast in the start of this game.
I just have to call it out, the way that Webb is able to link a lot of hits together, the freestyle momentum that he has, even like going off of things like F-tilt and up-tilt, there's always a follow-up, and Beast now only starting to get to play the game at Ivysaur at 87%. Definitely not a bad character to be on right now, especially with a little bit of an exploitable recovery if Beast lines up here, but still, there's the down air 1, looking for down air 2. Beast, unfortunately, not going to be able to line up. It's just, for Beast, sometimes his weak character is the one that has the best up air.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just waiting to see something like exactly that. You found the forward tilt within platform reach, and that's why Sheik loves stages like this, stage like Smashville. Like being able to have access to a platform to give access to better drag down combos like that raindrop is so important for her neutral to be that much more threatening. Squirtle, on the other hand, has that forward tilt, and while you still love Pokemon Stadium 2, and so while you're not utilizing the platforms in the same way, you are still utilizing the length of the stage in an equally strong way.
You can also say that Webb is also utilizing the length of the stage too. I mean, Sheik is definitely one of the characters that can kind of cross carry you here. Going to be able to switch out of the bouncing fish, but it does not matter. Webb going all the way out there and just being so comfortable here. Beast has a mile to make back at this point. It's definitely not impossible right now, but with the way that Webb is playing, just so elusive in and out, and every time that Webb goes in, there's so much damage being taken here. But now Beast finally going to be able to get something offensive started, but only for a minute. I'm liking the way that Beast is air dodging out, recognizing that Webb has the neutral right now, and he just has to keep winning it over and over, going for the waterfall, and it's actually going to work on the Vanish. She does go into free fall, just a little bit too far from the ledge, so it is even, but it just looks like Webb has so much momentum.
Yeah, Webb is really dominating the pace of the game up until that very last stock, and able to recapture some of that momentum with a landing fair, but it really feels like Beast has found a part of the puzzle, right? Like he's staying on Squirtle for much longer than he traditionally does, for good reason. Just stay short, stay hard to hit, and have all of these quick aerials that can either trade or last long enough to cover some of the airspace that Webb wants to occupy.
Okay, run up rapid jab here. So now Beast going to be stuck on the ledge. Side special is out, but going to be able to avoid it. Yes, Beast, go back, reset neutral, win it again. I feel like a lot of the times Beast will take a loss because of how aggressive he plays. There's the up tilt, recognizing that the opportunity is not there. Jumping away from the Nair, though, so going to have a little bit to go. There's the first down here. Can't find the second, though. Beast going to have to stay on Ivysaur right now. Is Webb going to be able to find the dash attack? Ooble, it's so close now. Neither of them want to give up this first game, but here comes Webb. There's the back throw, is now going to be able to convert with the forward throw as well. There's the grenade, and still Webb in advantage here. There's it's so close, you can't tell.
Yeah, it's getting really tight, but when you have games like this, the victor is the one who claims center stage. And look at where they're jockeying for positioning right now. They're just constantly flutzing around the Pokeball, dash dancing around. Finally, Webb makes that commitment and gets a ledge advantage, but you're still on Charizard here, and Webb knows the tradition, but Beast is the one standing in that Pokeball, standing in center stage, because he knows as long as you're in there, she cannot reliably close down the stock. She has to start like playing around your shield, and that up smash out of shield comes in so quick and closes out a game that was looking, at least at the very start, kind of
Webb favor.
Kind of Webb favor, kind of lost for Beast, but he rallies back and he takes that game.
I just have to call it out before we jump into game 2. I think one of the golden rules of thumb when it comes to Smash is don't attack people's shields.
No.
And the thing is with Charizard is that Charizard's wingspan goes out and kind of scoops you in. Now, it's not exactly like a link up smash, but I always like to kind of like compare it to that, where it kind of like scoops you in and then kind of takes you up. Especially with a very angry Lizard, that's going to do a little bit more damage here. Beast is going to go up on the board though, as Webb once again finding an amazing opening at the start of the game. Beast forced to go onto Ivysaur. There's the tilt into the recovery, but my goodness, Webb going to accidentally go all the way off there. Has to win it again. Beast now going to be on the aggressor side. Look at Webb though. Look, finds the down air, gets the fall down, but unfortunately messes it up. I don't think he wanted F smash. I think he wanted F smash.
I am agreement. I'm in full agreement, because that losing out on a stock as Sheik.
Oh no!
Losing out on a stock as Sheik just leads to so much ill will. Like, the dominoes fall so quickly, both in favor and out of favor for the Ninja, and we're just seeing exactly that kind of come into play. Beast looking very ready, able, and willing to let these reversals fly, but the quick drag down smash keeps Webb in a even position.
One of the things I also love about Webb is the way that Webb is able to just make things happen. I think I've been saying that this entire time. One thing I also love about Beast is that he has kind of this plot armor when it comes to just the strict Charizard, where you think something's going to like make the KO happen, and then Beast is living until 216. Just immaculate DI on the player. So far, though, Beast going to be able to find the forward throw, but this is the one thing I hate about Beast. Sometimes he goes for something that I like to call a stupid check, where it's like, oh, I'm going to catch you slacking on, like, DI, going for a mix-up that's not really there, and look where it led you. Now Webb is the one who's going to be an advantage here. Still, once again, going to be able to convert here. Good switch, but now Webb going to have the center of the Pokeball, like you said.
Yeah, playing that center is so good for a neutral character like Sheik. You're playing around with this Charizard. Again, though, I mean, there might be one of those stupid checks, but no, Webb is unable to close out the edge guard. A very small success rate on some of these edge guards. Maybe seen one actually able to close down the stock. The layers on that mix-up were so crazy. But
where do you go,
nothing.
Where do you go if you're Beast? You just have to pray and hold shield. Being on the platform is so scary versus some characters, but as right as rain, WebbJP going to be able to find the needles into the bouncing fish, but here comes Beast getting a nice 33% before Webb is able to get anything started. Now we know that Webb has great conversion rate, and here we go, bringing it back all the way, but you know Webb does not want to go down 2-0 here. Still, nice rapid jab too to kind of alleviate some of the Squirtle pressure here, but look at Beast not willing to commit, so here comes Webb with the run-up grab and still going to be an advantage.
Yeah, and Webb is trying to play almost too safe, but you miss that tech. It's going to be huge damage, evening up the game to just barely. The tech is hit.
Would you go out there? Why would you go out there? My
charge on that up smash, hitting tipper down tilt and finding that conversion just instantaneously off ledge. I feel like one of the biggest strengths of Sheik players, right, especially as of late, as you've been watching like Void and Mr. R, their ability to play out of the corner and turn that into advantage. They can retake to the other side of the stage so easily, but when they just sit there and crouch and wait for you to commit, especially for a player that likes to jump in with aerials like Beast, that down tilt is waiting and the up smash is fiending on a light character like Squirtle.
Honestly, I love how both of them waited for each other to get the projectile. Both of them got Water Gun X needles as well. Once again, though, Webb consistently coming out of the gate, swinging here. I love the rapid jab to like stop the momentum right away. It's fast enough where it just kind of works, and it definitely throws Beast out of the momentum here. Still, though, going to be able to even it up, find the punish as well. Beast trying to catch Webb, I think, in a jab lock or an F-tilt lock at this point. But look, just very safely poking, as still these rapid jabs, Henry, have been getting him a lot of mileage. Yeah,
it's almost like a skill check of his own, right? Like, just, I have my extremely safe -2 aerial as Sheik. You have to respect me landing on your shield with this. You can't just get up and assume my pressure is fake. In the meantime, though, on the opposite side, Webb is almost picking options out of shield too quickly. sometimes to benefit, though, as that footstool dare sets up on the platform so beautifully for Webb to take the first stock of this game 3.
I can't believe people don't know about this guy. Like,
how?
I watch this guy play all the time, and I'm like, wow. Like, I'm just so wowed and awed. Look at the advantage state here, getting the falling up air as well. Beast going to have to do something because this second stock is almost gone here and almost lapped here. Webb gonna be able to pick up with the down tilt into the up smash, the diamond cutter. Ubel, give Beast a lifeline. What can he do?
He needs to stop assuming that Webb is going to slow down. It feels like a lot of the times Beast is used to playing at this type of tempo, but Webb is just playing almost like a little bit too quick. Like, he's picking options super fast. He's finding reversals out of shield. He's playing in the corner, and he's changing up the timings on Beast so effectively that whatever Beast is assuming that Webb will do, or even if he's right, when he's going to do it, changes up dramatically. Finally finding one of those reversals thanks to Rage being a little bit too high on Webb to confirm that exact combo. But you're in such a deep hole here, Lyric. You gotta wonder, Beast has got to find a magic stock of his own like Webb just had in his stock too.
Yeah, the thing is about Beast is that we know that Beast can live forever on the Charizard, but can the other two Mon do their job to stack up damage as much as possible and bring us down to like that clutch factor? Beast, though, going to stick it out on Squirtle here, so we're going for speed. Loving the way that now we're putting Squirtle in the Pokeball and trying to get these cheeky, very early KOs with Ivysaur here. Look at the oppression here, but Webb just going to be able to find the Nair in. The Vine Whip not going to be enough, but Beast looking for it again. Recognizing that Webb was going to throw out the Vanish Hitbox. There's the Air Dodge punish, but still nothing much else. Webb still struggling to get back to stage, but will be able to reclaim center only for a moment. Has Needles too, so we're looking potentially at a confirm right now, even on Charizard at 100.
And look at that again, Lyric. These early hitboxes and Beast attempting to get right back to it, changing up his, avoiding ledge in that previous instance to try and just at very least find some openings here. The parry isn't going to get it, but the up throw certainly is not either. Almost getting it, but the platform assistance is not going to even up this game quite yet. Beast still needing to close off this stock too before he can get Webb into back throw, back air range. If he even gets the opportunity for that forward tilt into up air, the DI in, and honestly, I don't even think the airspeed of Charizard was enough to escape that combo, even if it were to be